Hello children, in the previous lecture, I discussed question number 11, 12 and 13. Today, I am going to discuss question number 14 onwards. So in question number 14, you just read, a bullet of mass 10 gram traveling horizontally with a velocity of 150 meter per second. Means there is a bullet. You see there is a bullet. It is traveling with certain velocity and that velocity is u. It is 150 meter per second. Its mass is m. Mass is equal to 10 gram. 10 gram mass, you convert it into kilogram, it will be 10 by 1000 kilogram. Means this is 0.01 kilogram mass of the bullet. After then you see in question that it strikes a stationary wooden block and comes to rest in 0.03 second. Suppose this is an wooden block and the ball strikes the wooden block. So whatever is its velocity here, 150 meter per second, that will be initial velocity to strike the wooden block. Means that will be u whenever it will strike the wooden block, and it comes to rest. Suppose it comes to rest to this position. So final velocity has become v is equal to 0. Final velocity is 0. And time is time is given as 0.03 second. Now what are asked? You are asked to find the distance of penetration of the bullet into the block. Means you have to find this distance. You see this distance. Means S is to be obtained. And you also have to calculate the magnitude of the force exerted by the wooden block. Means you have to find F, whichever is applied by the wooden block to stop the bullet. Got it? So you see you have v is equal to 0. You have u and you have t. So can you find a easily? Yes, you can obviously find the value of a easily. So you find the value of a by using the formula v is equal to u plus at. So v is 0 and u is equal to 150 plus a into t is 0.03. From here you can find a is equal to minus 150 divided by 0.03. If you will divide 150 by 0.03, you can remove this decimal and here will be 100 and this will cancel it 50. So minus 5000 meter per second square. This is the deceleration caused by the wooden block in the bullet, due to which the bullet will be stopped inside the wooden block. Therefore, force exerted by the wooden block is F is equal to ma. So you already have m 0.01 kg and a minus 5000 meter per second square. So by substituting the value of mass and acceleration, you can find the value of force. Is it clear? After then you have to find the value of S. So if you will use v square is equal to u square plus 2s, you see you have v is equal to 0, you have u is equal to 150 meter per second, you already get a, so you can find the value of S. Now I don't want to do all these calculations here. I just have given you the hint and discussed the concept related to the question, and I think you can solve the question yourself by substituting the values. Okay, so this is question number 14. After discussing question number 14, let us discuss question number 15. So in question number 15, an object of mass 1 kg traveling in a straight line with a velocity of 10 meter per second. You have an object whose mass is 1 kg. It is traveling in a straight line with velocity 10 meter per second. So you have mass, you have initial velocity. It collides with and sticks to a stationary wooden block of mass 5 kg. It collides, as you just learnt in case of 14. So it collides with a wooden block of mass 5 kg. Then they both move off together in the same straight line. After then they are moving together in the same straight line. Calculate the total momentum just before the impact and just after the impact. Also calculate the velocity of the combined object. So total momentum before the impact and total momentum after the impact will be equal. You already know this on the basis of principle of conservation of momentum. Okay, but I want to calculate that value. What is that value of momentum now? So you have question number 15. M1, mass of the bullet, mass of the object it is equal to 1 kg. Mass of the object is equal to 1 kg and its velocity u1 it is equal to 10 meter per second. 10 meter per second. Mass of the wooden block is 5 kg. So M2 is equal to 5 kg and its initial velocity is 0 because wooden block is at rest. It is stationary. After then they move together. So after collision the mass of the combined body will become M1 plus M2. Okay, and velocity will remain common. You can take it as V. So just I calculate the momentum before the collision. So momentum before the collision is P1. It is equal to M1 U1 plus M2 U2. You see M1 is 1, U1 is 10 plus M2 is 5, U2 is 0. So this is 10 kg meter per second. This is initial momentum. Suppose they collide. So they collide now after collision. Mass is equal to M1 plus M2. This is equal to 1 plus 5 means 6 kg. Got it? Because they are moving together. And velocity is equal to V. It is common velocity because both the bodies are moving together. So momentum P2 is equal to this. P2 is equal to 6 V. Okay, and according to principle of conservation of momentum, you see according to principle of conservation of momentum, according to the principle of conservation of momentum, according to principle of conservation of momentum, what will happen? This P1 is equal to P2. P1 is equal to P2 implies this 6V is equal to 10, and from here you can find V is equal to 10 by 6, and 10 by 6 means 1.66 meter per second. This is the common velocity after the collision of the two bodies. Got it? Now question number 16. Let us discuss question number 16. You can see this. An object of mass 100 kg is accelerated uniformly from a velocity of 5 meter per second to 8 meter per second in 6 seconds. Calculate the initial and final momentum of the object. You see, you have initial and final velocity. You have mass of the object. So you can calculate the initial momentum and you can also calculate the final momentum by multiplying mass and velocity. You already know this. So you can solve this question yourself. After then, in second part, find the magnitude of the force exerted on the object. So in second part, you have to find the magnitude of the force. You know, force is equal to rate of change of momentum. So by obtaining initial and final momentum, you take their difference, that will become delta P. And then divide that delta P by time interval, which is 6 seconds here, and you can find the value of the force exerted by the object, exerted on the object. Is it clear? So you can solve this problem yourself. After then, there is a question number 18. How much momentum will a dumbbell of mass 10 kg transfer to the floor if it falls from a height of 80 centimeter? Take its downward acceleration to be 10 meter per second square. You see, this is related to motion along the vertical. So you have a dumbbell of mass 10 kg. So you have its mass. You have its initial velocity 0 because it is just dropped, and you have a height of 80 centimeter. So you have u0, you have h 80 centimeter, and you have g 10 meter per second square. So can you find v? Yes, you can find v by using formula v square is equal to u square plus 2gh. Okay, by using this formula you can find v. If you will find v, then you can find the momentum at the time of striking the earth, and that momentum is mass into velocity. You already have mass, you got v, so you can find the momentum mv, and that momentum will be transferred to the earth. Okay, that momentum will be transferred to the earth, and it is asked in the question that what is the momentum transferred to the earth. So I think you can solve this question yourself again. And in the next lecture, I will discuss about additional exercises, questions and exemplar problems. Thank you.